Hi Scorpio, and welcome to your energy forecast from May 2017. We're going to do a little 8-card spread. Messages to ourselves. 2 cards for spirit, 2 cards for the physical, 2 cards for the heart, and 2 cards for the soul. First 2 cards are the Lovers and the Ten of Swords. 2 cards for the physical are the Four of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. 2 cards from the heart are the Emperor and the Queen of Wands, and 2 cards from the soul, the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So the first card we come into is the card that refers to Gemini and the Lovers. So we could be looking at late May to early June. So in the latter half of the month, there being a choice that's got to be made. Now with the Lovers, it can talk of partnerships, but it can talk of work choices too. And it's all about making a good, intuitive choice. Spirit wants us to be aware this choice is in the future, and we've got to put down all the mindset that we've had in the past. Everything has to be laid to rest. We have to get to the bottom of a situation, find the truth, which we have in this card, and speak the truth. It talks of the ending to a situation. So there could be the ending to a love situation by the end of June. It's the final card. It's done. It's a summing up. It's a realisation of everything we've gone through, all the mental stresses, all the way our fears have held us back, we've let our ego get in and take control, and all the wrong situations it's ended up putting us in. We can see a situation totally for what it is. We see the truth and clarity in the situation now. It talks about walking away and letting go. Focus on the present rather than dwelling on the past or living in the anxiety of the future. It's all about being now and in the moment. Now the Lovers talks about a choice that is for the long term. So it's not something to take on lightly when this opportunity comes in the future. And we have to do it from a balanced and peaceful perspective. So that means putting down all this negativity that we've been around. Don't let negativity affect you. This cycle is done with the 10. So I think it's just here as a warning of not to let negativity get the better of you when we need a clear mind for this choice that's got to be made later on in the month. Physically, what we've got to do, we have the Four of Swords. Now the Four of Swords talks about we've been through the battles, we've been just had another war, and it's now time to rest. It's now time to recover. It's now time to rejuvenate, find our peace, find our serenity. It can talk about taking a retreat. So maybe we physically are going on a retreat in the month of May. But it talks of time to take a break. Physically now, we need to take a break. Maybe disassociate ourselves from others for a while and spend time with ourselves, healing ourselves. Probably getting over this mental mind mash that we've gone through. And that is paired with the Four of Pentacles. So in the physical, I think there is a real sense of stability and sturdiness around you. There's a good foundation to build from here. But we just need time to rest. Now the Four of Pentacles talks about seeing our day-to-day life, our everyday life improving, seeing the advancements that we are making, seeing our security becoming more stable. But you can also talk about holding on to things for too tightly for fear of losing them. And maybe resisting a change that's got to come. But to expand this from 4 to 5 and then 5 to 6 and so on, we've got to accept that change and go with the flow. So speculate to accumulate. Don't hold on too tightly to something in the month of May. Keep a good energy flow there. And take time for yourself. Make sure the calm, collected thoughts and choices that we make this month. Take time to yourself. Be in a good, emotional, healthy place yourself this month. Then we have another 4 here in the Emperor. So 4s are really prevalent, and they do talk to our security and our stability. So maybe we are worrying a little bit too much about that, or focused a little bit too much on that. It's okay. And it has got the potential to grow. But the heart is telling us to be the Emperor. Now the Emperor is all about taking control in our lives. He's the King of Cups, the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands, all rolled in. He's accomplished all them and then took it all up a notch. Is the ruler of the empire. The heart says it's time now to go to work. We may focus on our finances or our home life at this time. And it talks about protecting our assets. You've got the power to do that. You can do this. This is the father figure of the tarot. Our father could be someone we turn to at this time. Our father could be part of the recovery or a helping hand in this situation. If there's chaos around us at the minute, or chaos in our heart, the Emperor says that will now all be brought under control, and an end to any disputes is imminent. From there we have the Queen of Wands. Now the Queen of Wands can talk to a fire sign, a Scorpio, so we could be talking a Sagittarius, Leo or Aries. It is depicted here as a female, but it could be male or female, but I would say a mature energy. Someone who's very sociable, flirty and fun to be around. Now these could be energies that the heart's saying we need. We need to have good boundaries. We need to show we are in control of our lives, but we've still got to have that lighter side, the feminine side of our creative nature, and feeling our passions and our desires, our ambition. And it could be regarding a job here. We can talk to a Leo in this card. So we have a Gemini, an Aries, or a Leo. Aries could talk, the Emperor could talk to us taking control of our lives back in the end of March, beginning of April. And the Queen of Wands is followed on the soul line by the Queen of Pentacles. Now the Queen of Pentacles is the more grounded earthy energy of Taurus, Capricorn or Virgo, and I usually see this as the Taurian. Again, could be male or female, but this person is very grounded, down to earth, practical, are quite happy to put in the hard work that is needed to attain the goals that they're setting themselves off for. The Suit of Pentacles are the one that takes steady, slow and secure steps towards the desires and the goals. The Queen of Wands can be quite a bit of a flurry and in a rush and a fast, energetic energy. And the Queen of Pentacles is very slow and stable and secure. And they're all sat with the Six of Pentacles. And this card talks about maybe there's a gift. The soul says there's some kind of gift here. Or finding a partner where there is a good flow of energy between the two. There is the same amount of investment in time and energy between the two parties. If that's the case, the soul is telling us that this Queen of Pentacles could be the long-term relationship. This could be something or someone coming into our lives for the long term. Whereas the Queen of Wands can be flirty and fun, but can be fast and gone as quick as they come in. So we started with the Lovers and a choice in love. And if we read it at the beginning of the month, coming to the end of the month, we're looking like we've got two people to choose from here. And I would say that the advice is to choose the one where there's the equal amount of enthusiasm from both sides. This one might have more attraction because of the fiery energy and the spontaneity, but this one has got the longer, more secure long-term prospects surrounding her. And through it all, you have got to be in the element of the Emperor and taking charge and having good boundaries around this charming, chatty, confident, fiery, stimulating fire sign. And the practical, down-to-earth, mothering, nurturing, heart-centered, loving energies of the Queen of Pentacles. By the second week, middle of the month, I would say we've learnt and understood where we're holding on too tight to something. Probably after we took time out and meditated. And we do work through that energy of the Four of Pentacles and holding on too tightly to something, or fearing the loss of something, because we end the month with the Six of Pentacles, which is the great card of giving, of being charitable, or having charity given to us. But that good flow of energy and peace and harmony. So we start with the 6, as the Lovers, Major Arcana is a 6, and we finish with the 6. So we enter the month peaceful, harmonious, and leave the month peaceful and harmonious. If we are going on a retreat and we're getting rid of this energy here, we are plain sailing for the rest of the month, Scorpio. Because we're feeling in our power. We have passion. If this is our own energy, we are full of passion and raring to go. But we're being practical and down to earth and making plans for the long-term future. And being fair and just. Or being open and sociable. Being available to give that free energy flow by the end of the month. Right guys, thank you very much for visiting again, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Take care.